Thinking about moving to Longmont, Colorado, and just want to know if it's even worth it. Is it even a great place to live? Well, that's exactly what this video is for. Let's get started. Hi there, Kristy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, but more importantly, I am a native of Colorado. If you're new to my channel, all of my videos are catered to my most favorite places to live, to visit, to bring your kiddos. If that's something that interests you, please click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. As much as I love making these videos for you, I love helping you more. So right there is my contact information. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about moving here. If you already live here, if you need some assistance moving throughout the city or throughout the state, that's what I'm here for. So please give me a call. All right, so today I am sitting in Longmont, Colorado, and it's actually where I work. This is where my office is located, right off of Main Street. And I have a lot of people reaching out to me to figure out if it's even a good place to live. Like, why would you choose Longmont, Colorado out of all places? And that's exactly what this video is for. Now, I will be 100% honest. My entire life of growing up, I never even considered Longmont, Colorado to be even a really cool place to be, let alone visit. Like, I mean, it was very agricultural. It was very just blah, like nothing cool about it, just kind of just very industrial. There wasn't anything cool about it. So when people were saying they either lived or went up to Longmont, my question to them would always be like, why? Well, that's definitely changed. So the biggest reason I feel like most people need to at least consider Longmont, Colorado, it's for its location. Now, Longmont is located just north of Denver, I would say about 35, 40 minutes just north of Denver on I-25, but it's just east of Boulder, and it's only about 15 minutes away from Boulder, and you're about 40 minutes south of Fort Collins. So if you're somebody who works in any of these cities, or maybe even goes to school, maybe you're a college kid and you're going to either CU, CSU, or even down to Metro or DU downtown, Longmont's going to be a great location for you because you could really get to any of these areas really in no time. Another cool part about Longmont is that you're really close to Estes Park. You're only about 45 minutes east of Estes Park, and Estes Park is where the Rocky Mountain National Park is. So if you're somebody who likes to be outside camping, fishing, hiking, whatever that might be, Rocky Mountain National Park is literally at your doorstep. I mean, you could get there literally in no time. So that is one of my personal favorite reasons on being up in Longmont, is just getting up to Estes, because I go there all the time. I absolutely love Estes Park. So being this close to it is just a great perk. Another great thing about Longmont is that you are in Boulder County, but you're not paying Boulder prices. Now, what I mean by this is most people want to be near Boulder. I mean, it's just kind of, it's that stigma of I live in Boulder or I live near Boulder. It's where most people want to come. It's either Denver or Boulder when they're moving out here. Well, Longmont is so close to Boulder. We are in Boulder County, but the cost of living is so much cheaper in Longmont than it is in Boulder that a lot of people just naturally gravitate over to this area. The average price point for a house is about $650 to $700 right now in 2022. Boulder is average price point is just over $1 million, about 1.1, I believe it is the last time I checked. So it is significantly different. So that is definitely something you should keep in mind as well when moving out here or when considering Longmont. Now, Longmont has a great job growth here. So people come here for startup companies, bioengineering, pharmaceuticals, all of that stuff is all really just kind of takes place in this area or in the surrounding area. So you could actually get a really, really great job living in Longmont, or at least around Longmont, and just know that, you know, the economy here is really, really great. People do like living and working here. You're going to have a great job. And, you know, that's why most people, especially if you want to start up a company, do come to this particular area, or Colorado in general. We're really known for that in general, but Longmont as well. You're so close to Boulder. that they come out here and are actually really thriving. There's a lot of really cool new stores and shops and businesses, even up and down Main Street, that have really taken off. People, you know, took a leap of faith and are working and are, you know, fulfilling their dreams with their startup companies. There's a lot of people who reach out to me even now because their jobs are moving them out here, specifically Longmont or areas surrounding Longmont, because their jobs are starting up out here or they're being transferred out here to Longmont. And it's no wonder. I mean, it's just a great location for anybody who's really truly trying to get into that job market. Now, if you are into the outdoors, if you are an outdoorsman and you know you're moving out to Colorado, or you even already live in Colorado because you just absolutely love being outside and all the outdoor activities, Longmont is going to be an awesome place to be. Now, I already mentioned Rocky Mountain National Park. That is just about 45 minutes away. We have Union Reservoir out here. We could go fishing, you know, paddle boarding, you know, all of that, camping. You could do all of that stuff. McIntosh Lake, same deal, is going to be out here. And then Longmont's also really well known for all their triathlon communities. So people come out here and I mean, first off, we're in Boulder County. You're going to see people on their bikes everywhere. You definitely have to get used to seeing those cyclists all over the place. But Longmont specifically does host a lot of these events. So if you're somebody who likes being, you know, part of the Ironmans or the triathlons or, you know, big bike races, whatever it might be, being in Longmont, or at least being close to Longmont, is going to be a great place for you because it's going to be surrounding you all over the place. So even though us as Coloradoans love being outside and love all of our adventures, we do love our beer as well. And Longmont is one of the first areas of where craft brews actually took place. Oscar Blues being, I believe, the very first one to take place on the canning side. So if you like craft beers, Longmont is also going to be an amazing place to at least live or visit. There's several dozen out here. A few of my personal favorites is Wibby, Collision Brewery, Sun Tap is really good too. Oscar Blues, of course, Left Hand Brewery. They're all going to be here. You really have choices all over the city. It's a really great place. The beer is amazing. What's fun about all these breweries is they do take into the, you know, they take the community into account. So they have a lot of events, you know, whether it be concerts, you know, they have like painting events, you know, bring in things like that, craft events, which is stuff that I like to do. So you could just really do all of that kind of stuff if you live in Longmont. If you like to run or ride your bike, a lot of these breweries host events like that. So you could, you know, kind of bar hop, but on your bike or run. So it's just a fun little place to be, especially if you do like your brews. All right, so some of the downsides of Longmont is it is actually growing too fast. And, you know, a lot of the city planners, or the city planners in general, are having a hard time actually keeping up. The infrastructure in Longmont is just, it's too small for what's going on in Longmont. People are coming here too fast. A lot of the open natural lands are going away, and, you know, a lot of Longmont people who've lived here their entire lives are really upset about that because, you know, you have all these open spaces that are now going away to strip malls or houses and apartments. Just like really anywhere, you start to see all this development, which is good and bad at the same time. It also is creating a lot of traffic. You know, it used to be where you only had the traffic on I-25 or on the diagonal out to get to Boulder. Well, now traffic is really all over the place. And also a really kind of crappy thing I would say about Longmont is they still have the trains that go through the actual city. So you add all these people who are moving here, and then now you have obviously stoplights and the trains that go through. Traffic sometimes could be an absolute nightmare. I will say, because of all the new, you know, people and coming here so quickly, you do have a lot of panhandlers now, especially on the northern side of Longmont along Main Street. You will see that quite a bit. Some, you know, homeless people you are going to see just because they are getting priced out, which is really unfortunate. So I will say that there are definitely some still downsides about living in Longmont or, you know, coming and visiting Longmont. But overall, if you're somebody who's just wanting to move out here, you know, be close to Boulder and Denver, be close to the outdoors, you know, or even just grab a cool nice refreshing beer on a good Sunday afternoon, Longmont is going to be a great place to go and check out. One thing I will say is very, very family oriented. So if you're somebody who's maybe single or in your 20s and want a lot of nightlife, you're definitely not going to find it in Longmont. You're going to have to go to either Denver, Boulder, or even Fort Collins to hit up those bars and clubs, because Longmont pretty much shuts down, or at least their bars shut down right around 10. So you're not going to find a lot of nightlife here. It is just family oriented. It's people who are, you know, young professionals starting a family, or maybe even people who are older, who are either retired or have been here their whole life. So do kind of keep that in mind when you're visiting. But overall, Longmont's great, has some amazing views, amazing people who live out here, and it's growing like crazy. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check it out. So again, this is Kristy Lee. I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, and I absolutely love helping you. I talk to you, everybody, all the time. Y'all reach out to me all the time, and I absolutely love it. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video, take care.